Hi, I'm Jennifer Reed. Welcome to Eye on Celebrity. Good news for Lindsay Lohan. She finally made one of her legal problems go away. She settled a lawsuit outside of court with the photographer who claimed she and her assistant ran over his foot. Lindsay was sued by Grigor Balihan back in 2010. The photographer claimed Lindsay's assistant, under Lindsay's direction, ran over his foot while driving Lindsay's car as they were leaving an LA nightclub. He claimed to have suffered orthopedic and neurological injuries. The case has been dragging on for over 2 years now, and to make things worse, Lindsay blew off the deposition last month in LA. Classic Lilo. According to court documents, Lindsay and Grigor have now struck a deal outside of court, and the case was settled on May 2nd. And it looks like it's the insurance company, pardon the pun, footing the bill. For those curious about the mysterious graffiti that's been showing up on Chris Brown's house, the mystery has been solved, and the culprit is Chris Brown himself. Chris has admitted that he is the artist behind the weird murals in front of his Hollywood Hills home, and the renegade artwork has gotten him into trouble with the city of Los Angeles. Chris was cited last week for having unpermitted and excessive signage outside his home after his neighbors complained to the city. Photos were snapped of Chris spraying the wall down with paint. Now they're demanding that he remove it, and soon. Otherwise, he'll be fined. In addition to the possible fine, Chris has already been charged over $375 by the city to send an inspector to check it out. Now, obviously, $375 is likely chump change for the pop star, but the bill will be increased to $1,176 if Chris doesn't pay within 30 days. But even still, with Chris Brown's money, he's probably not too worried about that deadline. The ever-hilarious Will Ferrell and his fellow newscasters were spotted on set for the Anchorman sequel. And get this, there's a huge brawl scene where the foursome were spotted holding what appeared to be a katana, a sledgehammer, a whip, and a trident. We can only assume that the scene will be epic. Anchorman 2: The Legend Continues also stars Paul Rudd and Steve Carell and is expected to be released in December. It looks like his fate is now in the hands of the LA District Attorney, who is now deciding whether to prosecute Justin Bieber for allegedly spitting on his neighbor's face and threatening to kill him. The Biebs had been racing his Ferrari in his Calabasas gated community last March, which angered his neighbors. One neighbor in particular confronted Justin on his front lawn. In response, Justin allegedly told the man to get off his property and allegedly spit in his face and said, "I'm going to bleeping kill you," unquote. The LA County Sheriff's Department investigated the case and sent the file to the DA, and now the sheriff's investigators are urging prosecutors to charge the singer with battery. The cops don't think Justin should go to jail necessarily, but they do think he needs some serious counseling because of his repeated and escalating bad behavior. They feel if Justin doesn't change his tune, he's going to end up in one of two places: the hospital after he gets his butt kicked by someone he can't handle, or in court paying someone millions of dollars in damages. The DA is currently reviewing the case. A decision is expected soon. Charlie Sheen and his ex-wife, Denise Richards, were in court this week as the judge pored over what sources say is a shocking report about the conditions in Brooke Mueller's home. Brooke, who is also one of Charlie's exes, is in rehab again after falling off the wagon. And the LA County Department of Children and Family Services were alarmed enough to take her and Charlie's twin boys, Bob and Max, and place them in the care of Charlie's ex-wife, Denise. The 4-year-old twins were also in court along with Brooke's attorneys and Charlie's attorneys. Sources say the judge maintained the status quo, allowing Denise to keep the kids for now. Denise had watched the boys during one of Brooke's previous rehab stints and, according to sources, adores them. That's today's hot entertainment news. I'm Jennifer Reed. Keep your eye on celebrity.